Well, water is one of those things we use every day, but where does it come from? I'm with Christine. Christine, you work with a lot of regional water providers, and where does our water come from?
That's correct. So there are in the Tri-County area here, Washington, Clackamas, and Multnomah County, there's 24 public water systems that are members of the Regional Water Providers Consortium. And through that group, we coordinate a lot of different things. We coordinate water conservation, we coordinate source water supply, and emergency preparedness programs. And yeah, you're right. Most people wake up every day. They use their water every single day, but they don't give it a lot of thought. Not a lot of thought.
Yeah, because I know that's like, I have an idea, I think, where my water comes from, but it's maybe different for different areas, right? Or they're coming from different sources.
That's right. So in this Tri-County area, we actually have 5 different drinking water sources. The Bull Run watershed is one. The Clackamas River is another drinking water source. Various groundwater sources. There's also the Tualatin Trask rivers and also the Willamette River.
We're standing out here in front of this very large reservoir, and This is a new reservoir, right?
This reservoir behind us is a 6 million gallon water reservoir. It's kind of deceptive in that half of this tank is actually below ground, roughly half of it. So 6 million gallons. This was a 4-year project. It was a joint project between Clackamas River Water here in the northern Clackamas area and Sunrise Water Authority. So Clackamas River Water serves drinking water to mainly the unincorporated area up here in Clackamas, and then Sunrise serves water to Happy Valley and Damascus.
And so, we're taking water from a reservoir like this into somebody's home. There's a lot of infrastructure that goes along with that.
Yeah, there is a lot that goes on. Like with this reservoir in this Tri-County area, there's roughly 200 different sizes and shapes of water reservoirs, tanks, and towers that hold the water. There's also over 7,000 miles of pipe that delivers that water, and that piping ranges anywhere from pipes that's about the size of a nickel to 90 inches around in diameter. I mean, you could easily walk right through that. And then there's roughly 1,100 people that work for our public water systems that work very hard every day to make sure that that water is delivered safe and in adequate quantities.
Right, and as we've gotten through, various storms and things throughout, the last year and pandemics, there's, people think about safety. It's like, where does their water come from? And they always expect that water to come on regardless of what's going on. And you guys help ensure that and have to plan for that, right?
Absolutely. People expect it so much, there's no thought to it. We all wake up every day and we use, we make coffee and we brush our teeth and take a shower, and we don't think about that. And literally that infrastructure that serves that safe, clean water to you is right under your feet every day. It's the fire hydrant, It takes a lot of people working very hard every day and then some to make sure that water is delivered safely. One of the things we'd like to point out, this has been a really rough year. We had wildfires, we had that crazy ice storm, a pandemic, and still people were able to turn their faucets on without a hiccup and have clean, safe drinking water.
Right, which is so important to take into consideration. And you guys plan out, for future to come. So it's not just, living in the now. You always have to be thinking about, when that water is going to come on and make sure it always does.
That's correct. Our drinking water providers will plan out as far as 50 years into the future, 10 years, 20 years, 25, 30, so that they're thinking ahead. And a lot of it is based on population growth, which is a really big one we're dealing with here in the North Clackamas County area. Regulations and rules that are coming down the pike that they're going to have to answer to, that they're going to have to change possibly their treatment, possibly one of the things, seismic resiliency, that's one of the things that has come down the last few years. And all of that takes some funding. So they're planning ahead so that they're able to have the funding they need to be able to.
Right. So, it's just, it's such an important and vital piece of what we all do. You know, we all need water, we all expect it, and we all want it. So we appreciate you guys, you know, taking
you.
care of that and making sure that we all have our water. So,
Thank
you
you
know, for
so
more
much.
information on this, you can go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over to their website and then learn where your water comes from. So thanks for being out here today, Christine.
Thank you.